Exactly where they are.
Back to the hotel.
This is the band that take the chewy sweets just before the interview.
Yeah.
It's a very nice crystal bars you got there.
Keep it in the fridge, Dave.
Sorry?
Keep it in the fridge.
Well, it's just Sweden. It's just a bit colder here.
Very nice.
He's very cold.
The vocalist is going to be very quiet, and we are rolling.
Oh.
Give us a chew. Here we go.
My name's Dave Sider, baby. This is for Rock Radio UK. We are here at Time to Rock Festival in Sweden. I knew you said Norway. Day 4 with Savage. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're great, actually.
Yeah?
We came off stage a couple of hours ago, I think now. We've had a fantastic time so far. We have to say the festival's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, the guys backstage and the sound guys, the stage managers, all the rest of it, just absolutely brilliant. We've had such a blast so far, yeah.
I did watch your set
Right, okay.
from, well, I would say afar, but it was actually in the chairs because I was eating my lunch at the same
Yeah.
time. So it's like,
A good band to accompany lunch.
absolutely. Well, I mean, you still got it.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
I'm not sure
It's been a while.
We'll take that as a compliment, I think.
No. I mean, you've been around for a few years now.
Yeah.
And it's been like bubbling along.
We've had a
hasn't
bit
it?
of a bit of an on-off career, like from early days,
Yeah.
and then splitting up, and then getting back together, and then we never split up again after that. But we kind of like had periods of like nothing, and you know things got in the way, you know, divorces and bereavements and all kinds of weird stuff, and then we kind of got back together. 2012. Mark had played with us and Andy had played with us in 2001. Was it 2001?
We went to the States.
Well, yeah.
2000.
2098. Have you heard of us, was it?
Yeah, and then
States.
went to the States, went to Germany, did Wacken Festival,
Yeah.
and then nothing for a long time, and then we kind of kicked up again, and then COVID came, and that kind of put the pin in that one, and then Chris sadly became ill after COVID and was kind of just ill for quite a long time, sadly, and then tragically we lost him in November. We'd already been offered this festival last year, and it was kind of touch and go really, and then Jorgen, who was really generous in kind of like, do you still want to do this? And we felt it was really appropriate to kind of pay tribute to Chris. So it's been quite an emotional time, and then we got Ben involved really last minute, trying to figure out how to put a band together. Andy came back on board as well. So it was a bit of a test, really.
Yeah.
It was a kind of, can we do it? We know we kind of could do it, but like, was it the right thing to do? Did it feel right? And I have to say, having played today, it felt brilliant. And large credit to Ben, because he really lifted the audience, he lifted us, brought energy that had kind of not been there for a while, and it feels like we're in this kind of transition to, all right, we can still do this. Like you said, you still got it. And it's like, yeah, we have got it. And we've got new blood, and it felt really, really great to come around again and like think, oh yeah, there's more to do. There's more to do.
Yeah, I mean, this chap here, I'll take my hat off to you, sir.
Yes.
Never mind, I'll put it back on because my hair's scruffy as hell. But well done. I mean, your tonsils did the song justice, I've got to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What was it like for you stepping into big shoes?
Like I said earlier, it was an absolute honour. There's certain calls that you don't turn down. A band that, growing up in England and Britain, a band that have got the sort of pass that Savage have to say, will you help us out at a gig? And there's only one answer you can give. Yeah. And that's yes. and then
How much money?
and that's absolutely fucking not. No, then it's like panic station shit. I've got no time to learn all these songs, but you got to try and do it. And it was brilliant. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Thank you for the guys for asking me too. Like, it's cool. It's really
Would
cool.
you do it again? This is the question.
No. It's not gonna be.
He wasn't asking you that question. He was asking me. Well, no, yeah, I would. 100%, 100%.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. After today, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, British heavy metal seems to be having a resurgence with like younger bands like Wailing Banshee, and we won't mention a couple others. But this is like the time seems right for you guys to actually take off and have another good crack.
Well,
at the whip.
we've been kind of thinking about this, since we sort of came back in 2012, 13, 14. We did lots of gigs around Europe, and we didn't know how we'd kind of come across to younger generations. But I think, we do okay, don't we? We don't tailor make our music. We just kind of write what we feel whenever we feel like it, and everything's DIY. We're all producers, mixers, engineers, whatever. So we're lucky in that respect. We can get together and we go, how do we feel? What do we want to write about? And that's what we do. So when we play live, which we've not done for a while, obviously for this reason, that reason, then that's when we get feedback in terms of how our music's coming across. Today we've had such a great day, like Andy alluded to earlier. We were unsure about today. We really were. We played a lot of stuff from the Loose and Lethal and a couple of tracks off. We played stuff of Hyperactive and then some newer stuff. So
The new songs actually, in the past, there's always a bit of a challenge, when you're doing new material and whether the audience will accept it. And I kind of feel, again, with Ben's energy, we kind of felt like the new stuff, which Ben really likes, the newer songs. It felt like it kind of went up a gear with the new stuff, and that's never happened before. It's always like we do the old stuff, everybody likes that, and then you're trying to introduce new songs and hope that people like them. But today it felt like, no, this is the future of the band now, and people seem to enjoy that, and the new stuff seemed to go over really well.
yeah,
And we've got a lot of like unfinished material that we started to work on.
Does that mean I've got another gig then?
Eh?
Does
Yeah,
that mean I've got another gig?
yeah,
I thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
He's been pondering that for the last 5 minutes, hasn't he?
he's a sensitive soul. He really is.
It's a really, it has been a really weird time. Obviously, with losing Chris, I've known Chris since I was 15. He married my sister, and his son is my nephew, and all this kind of stuff. It's been really quite an emotional time, very difficult time. And then to take this on, and we had different kind of ideas how we might do it, and then Ben came on really last minute, thank God, and the rehearsals seemed to feel really good. Andy came back, and
Andy was with the band in the mid-90s. And
he also was in a band with Chris, like in the 80s and 90s.
Excel.
Yeah.
So the Savage family, for want of a less cheesy kind of, is quite wide. There's lots of people involved. Over the years, and we all kind of seem to come together, don't we? It's
The
nice.
vibe, like when we were rehearsing, I think you said it, Andy, like what a nice group of people to be in a room with playing music, and that's really important, because
We all get on really well, which is
because you got
quite nice.
spend a lot of time together, a lot of downtime travelling, and we had a disaster last night because our guitars never arrived. So they're in Manchester still.
Right.
That was a bit of a blow, and then we were told this morning, we can lend you some guitars. That really unsettles you, when you got enough to think about. But once we were told, don't worry guys, the guitars are there, we were like, great. So then we could really enjoy it, and we didn't want to really come off, did we? I think we just want to carry on.
No,
playing.
we had a great gig. There was.
You had a great reception. There was a good crowd there.
Yeah. We were quite surprised because we were on quite early on the smaller stage, but for us it was a little bit of a test as to how this would work. you know,
Like
and
a proof of concept.
and it's kind of working well. We don't want to forget Christian, who Chris's son, Christian, who's been in the band for many years. Didn't feel like he could come this weekend, but
That's fair.
yeah.
Yeah, really struggling.
But
obviously.
we, you know, he's still part of Savage and
He's
always will be.
part of the Savage family. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
hopefully, moving forwards, working on new stuff, he'll be involved again. So yeah, it's looking really positive. You know,
Good.
We can take some real positive things from this weekend. I think,
It's quite an emotional,
despite the logistics.
quite an emotional time.
Yeah.
I should imagine it is really emotional because it is it's all
Yeah.
condensed into, well,
We miss Chris a lot, you know,
An hour,
and
Yeah.
he was the founder of the band, you know,
Yeah.
and along with Andy, and Chris and Andy have had a long relationship and family and band, you know, and
We didn't always get on. It was could be quite.
You could feel it, but you probably guys need to hear this more than anyone. Obviously, going into a room with you lot, knowing what's gone on, especially the first practice, you could feel that. Like, you could feel there's a missing piece, and
Yeah.
and going into today, you can still. I mean, there's still something that's not. You know what I mean? You can kind of feel that on stage. It's a weird thing. It's going to sing someone else's songs, but then these guys have been in the band for so long with this guy. You can almost feel that presence on stage. It was a crazy thing.
I think going forwards we'll always feel that. You
Yeah.
know, we'll always miss Chris, obviously, and from a band perspective and a friendship, and obviously with Andy family. But this does feel like this feels positive, you know. It's
The songs
I think
deserve
Chris
to be heard.
would like that, you know.
and
Yeah.
explored
Yeah.
by people.
Absolutely, yeah.
And there's still material that we worked on with Chris that is still in
We're hoping
development.
to release some stuff in the future, maybe a new
Yeah.
album. We don't know how the land lies, but there's plenty of stuff in the making that Chris
Yeah.
worked on with us, and hopefully that'll come to fruition. You know,
yeah.
at
I
some
mean,
point.
as a fan myself, I'd love for more music to come out. You know,
Well, that's good
it's,
to know.
it's that memory of Chris, like you say,
Yeah.
because he's obviously had a hand in it, but also with the fresh approach as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Because it brings another dynamic to a band,
Yeah.
and as you alluded to earlier, it's just like energizing you guys.
Well, Ben's definitely done that for us. You know,
I think it was the sweets he was eating earlier.
could be the sugar. Yeah.
It's a sugar rush, yeah.
Don't give me sugar. Who knows what might happen?
After calling Candy Crush Ben.
Next question.
I've been called a lot fucking worse.
There's a side to Ben that I don't think we've seen yet, but I'm sure we'll discover that later tonight.
Yeah. Give it a few more beers. So what is in the immediate future now? I mean, is it like go home, have a little ponder and say,
I think it is because it was all about this gig, getting it over the line, because there's quite a lot of pressure to, you know, essentially pull a new band together, rehearse, you know, Ben learning like a whole new set of stuff, and like the whole emotional side. And so I don't think we've thought beyond today. I just think today was like, it was a real joy, and so now it feels like we can plan a future. But up until today, I don't think it felt like we could consider that until we'd proved to ourselves, particularly, that it could work. And I think we did that really well. So now it is okay. What's next? You know, we want to do more gigs. I think that's you know.
It'd be nice to do more live shows.
Yeah, more live shows. And
I think in
embrace
terms of
them.
the recordings and
Yeah.
the future albums, Andy and I have been working on some stuff. We've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. There's also a lot of stuff that Chris worked on, lyrics and melodies, and that we can incorporate.
So
and,
I mean, that's tricky, isn't it?
so-
Like to you know, if we carry on working with Ben, which I hope we will.
Yeah. Well, I think
is
the
to kind of
hope
figure
is,
that out. You know,
the hope is that we incorporate some of that stuff with Chris and Christian, and also maybe introduce some stuff from Ben and Andy and Dave, the bass player, and
we want
you know,
for Ben to kind of bring his own kind of voice,
definitely, yeah.
literally and figuratively to it. As
it sounds like a double album, but it works, to be fair.
well, we have done that already with the 7 and Live and Lethal. But yeah, that was a lot of work. So maybe this is a single for now. Single.
Well, I think the
album
whole album concept thing has changed, hasn't it? You know, with
Yes.
modern technology, and
Yeah.
I'd rather start putting music out sooner
Yeah.
than spend the next year working on an album. You know, music needs to be more immediate. And
Yes.
we need to get stuff together and get it out and build.
We're quite capable of releasing something every month, you know, but
Yeah.
it's just how does that figure into the next album or the next shows and the,
No time like the present, is there? When you're living back in it.
Yeah.
May-
Yeah. Get it done.
maybe from a fan's perspective, maybe take the next 6-7 months to say, right, let's clear the decks, let's do that homage to Chris.
Yeah, because there's a kind of
Then-
transition of
yeah.
stuff that we've done. You know, the stuff that we released some stuff with Chris on it last year. A couple of new songs that we recorded in recent history, and then we've got stuff that we've worked on with Chris, but we haven't got Chris performing.
yeah.
And then we've got potentially new things that we haven't written yet. So we've got to kind of manage that transition, and we don't know how we're going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. And today, really, doing that gig made all that possible.
And the other thing is as well, we've been asked a few questions today about what would you give advice to younger musicians, and I always say just don't rush, just take your time, just live in the moment with it, you know,
Yeah.
and enjoy it, you know. And I think that's what we need to get back to, is
But I'm getting older,
exploring
so I need to rush.
Oh, we all.
yeah, just exploring that new kind of territory, you know, that
Yeah.
we're finding ourselves in, you know, and just trying to explore that to the nth degree and enjoy it as much as possible. You know, that's it.
Okay, so really, I'm going to let you guys go in a minute because I